never really going to be in tune. Like, it's not like you're hitting a piano and like pressing a button.
You know, I have a weird feeling or theory.
A weird vibrato? Yeah, I was just going to say.
Is the lighter you go with the G string, the more stable it sounds. That's my theory.
Well, that's really interesting because a lot of people put a wound G string, like if they're not bending a whole lot, they put a wound G on there to make it more stable and more in tune.
Because if you think about it, like,
which would go against that theory.
Because like, with like these. Well, think about it, because if you think about it, the core of a wound G is like thinner than an E. Is like about this thickness.
It would be
of
pretty
an E
thin.
string.
Yeah, it would.
So
be.
actually, what's actually causing the tonality or the pitch of it is actually this really and because it's so thin and it's wound, the tension is low on the core. It's very bendy before you get pitch shifting. You know what I mean?
You get a lot more magnetic output from thicker steel strings too,
yes, you
right?
do, of
Plain
course.
steels, right?
Yeah.
It's always one of the weird things. Old single coil pickups and why they got the staggered magnets are a little weird with modern strings and stuff like that too. So maybe you're onto something.
I'm telling you, that's
Maybe you're onto something. Maybe people will actually learn something from this show.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello. Didn't see that.
And welcome to Big Shiny Tones. I'm Jay Leonard J.
I'm Jonathan Lindsay. Thanks for wow. Thanks for joining us.
We got guitars. We got guitars today. That's in tune. Is that in tune?
It still doesn't sound in tune.
You know, I've been tuning this thing. Okay. You know what? We were just saying, you know, the thing about guitar tune, nothing breaks my heart more than when I look at the thing and it says I'm in tune, and then you do that first strum and it's really out of tune. And
like that one was.
Yeah. No, see, that was really bad. The A string and the E string were off. It's almost like, you know,
that sounds good. Yeah.
Have you ever done that pause? Like, you know, you're all tuned up and then you're about to hit that first chord and you kind of like tense your body. Like, is this going to be in tune?
I'm always nervous. I like to use that, you know, this one here. Because it's all like perfect fifths. So you can hear little waves if it's out. Because it shouldn't be. If it's a perfect interval, like if it's a fifth or an octave or a fourth, and it's in tune, there should be no vibrations. Whereas, you know, other intervals like thirds, if you play something with a third, it's going to get a little weird.
Yeah.
But if you use that as a reference, and if you hear one of those warbling a bit, you know it's out of tune. So that's one that I like to use.
Well, do that. Wait. One more time.
For the benefit of the viewers.
Gosh.
See,
I learned something today.
It's very calming.
Now play a D chord. That's when you get really cringy. That's when you kind of.
See, and it depends on where you put your fingers too.
It's just.
But you could do this one. That's better.
That's better. Oh, that's much better. Something about that just the guitar is not like tempered for the D.
Oh, it's definitely not. It's got a pretty nasty temper actually.
Which,
that's
we're just all fired. Know what it is? You gave us guitars, and we just kind of get in the zone. Wait, you know what? The only problem is I don't know who's on at what time. Okay, you're on now. Okay, so what we're doing is that we're trying something new here. So we're gonna, at the beginning of every episode, we're gonna grab something in the store, and we're gonna have like a little show and tell. Right, so
play a guitar. What a novel concept.
on a show called Big Shiny Tones. It took us to episode 13. Are we at episode 13?
13 now, but
13 now. 13.5.
13. It took us to It took us all the way here to actually get some guitars on the page. And today we got two really cool guitars. We got the American Professional Classic.
I know we got to really think about that.
Now the thing is, there's American Professional 2.
Yes, which has been around for a bit.
And now there's American Professional Classic. And this is my theory here, or because I don't have the catalog in front of me. I'm assuming this is on the same level as the Pro, only it's more vintage kind of inspired.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they've put them a little lower price point. So because this replaces the Performer line.
That's it. Okay.
Which were quite a bit lower price. Well, not quite a bit, but somewhat lower price. But they were like totally different sort of specs, and they had like hotter pickups and bigger frets and the like 70s headstocks and stuff like that. So this is kind of taking a different direction, but I think these guitars are actually really cool. When they first announced them, I was like, oh man, what's going on here? Like, why are they complicating things? But you're getting an American guitar that if you want like an American quality guitar, but you want a bit more of a vintage tone, vintage vibe, but you don't want to spend like American vintage to money. These are a great option for it. Or also, as we discussed recently about the radius thing, if you're not a fan of the 7¼ inch radius, which I'm not, and you're not so much either.
Hot and cold. I don't mind. It just makes me play differently. Like
Makes you play like John Mayer.
yeah. Well, no, I find that when I'm on I like the way a rounded radius feels under my fingers. Like everything kind of like lays nicely, but I do like the flatter radius. Who doesn't like a flatter?
Because these have a 9.5, so it's a pretty, most people can get along.
And the wider
well
nut width. This is not a vintage nut width. This is like a 43 almost 43 mil.
Maybe.
Would they call it 1 11/16 would be what they call on it.
Right.
That was the first thing I noticed. Kind of like, a little bit chunkier here.
A little bit,
but definitely some modern and a little bit of vintage. I actually really like this a lot. I think
and all the ones I've tried so far, the weight's pretty good on them too. Like,
and the colors, look how freaking
yeah, the colors are cool. Because that's the thing with the American Pro too. Like the colors are, aside from like black and sunburst and whatever, they're more like kind of modern colors. They're a little bit more out there, like the Dark Knight and stuff like that.
I like the Dark Knight color.
Well, not everybody does.
I like it. It's a beautiful color.
But the point is, if you want more of like a 1960s kind of color, such as this is called Faded Dakota Red. I mean, it looks like Fiesta Red to me. That one's Sherwood Green Metallic.
I think this one is
which is a really cool,
awesome,
really cool 60s color. Good. So they got some cool colors in the lineup, and then vintagey sounding pickups and stuff like that. So I think there's a lot to love on these guitars. And this was like earlier on in the season, as we're going through the news of new products coming out. We were talking about a lot of guitars that, as they get released and there's press releases, we get to talk about them, look at pictures, but it takes a while for them to actually show up in store. So now a lot of the products that we were talking about 1, 2, 3 months ago are now finally coming through, so we can actually get our hands on them as opposed to just looking at pictures and talking about them. So this is cool.
I will say, I was looking at the Jaguar one. I'd buy that.
It's cool.
And
I'm
playing
that coppery kind of color. Fire mist, I think, or something.
Really nice. And it's like, you're right. It's like vintage. Like I think all the pickups are vintagey, but then the accoutrements, like it looks vintagey, the colors optically, but then they put the modern stuff, modern nut width. They have a staggered over here. But it sounds good here. The Jaguar,
I was
though.
gonna say I can grab the Jaguar and we can look at it.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
we just can't scratch it because some lucky
Someone
person
bought it already.
just bought it.
This is the Telly one. I think the Telly one sounds. The bridge pickup on the Telly has. Now, when we were talking about the Jaguar and how these guitars kind of look like vintagey, but then there's some modern stuff under the hood. That one just looks like a modern. That doesn't like. This is not on it. Like the control panel's different.
Yeah, it's quite different, eh?
The whole stack is different. The bridge is different. Like it's very obvious. This is a modern guitar. Whereas this one, like, oh yeah, this could be kind of like, except for the way the logo looks. Like this could be any telecast.
Well, it's not like you're going to simplify the controls on a Telly.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you going to do? Make it an Esquire, I
But
guess.
like, look at what's nice is about people can be quite frustrated with the switching on a. You look how I'm just throwing this on the floor. They could be frustrated with the switching on a Jaguar because
there's got a little 3-way down here, which is real nice.
You're not accidentally gonna flick it over. And actually, and what's neat about this is in the past, every time I've picked up a Jaguar in the store. That had really light strings on it, and because of the scale length of a Jaguar, it makes everything feel really whippy. On this one, they put thicker strings on it. Yeah. I think those are 11s. My heart's
telling me the name of the person who ordered this?
No, no, I do not.
Get back to us on that.
Okay. Let's see. Let me hear.
Give him a shout out.
Let's hear what this guitar sounds like. Get here.
Right,
Would you go play a little bit of that the Strat here while I get this one set up? You got the little Stratty?
I do. So this is the Strat. Now it's different pickups in each one too, right? So the Telly, I think, has the 62 Coastline 62 pickups. This one's Coastline 57. So different pickup, a little lower output, a little brighter.
They all have the word coastline in it, though.
Coastline. Well, it's Fender. It's California. They always got to do the California kind of thing. I didn't put the whammy bar in though, so I keep grabbing.
I'll have someone grab the back.
And I always love this position 4.
Chime. Oh, you like that?
Whoops, wrong one.
No, do my favorite position. My favorite position is the opposite of that one. That's.
I do. Hello, I snuck up behind you. Yeah, no, are we allowed to say the guy's name?
Just first name.
The first name.
Carlos.
Carlos.
Wow. Very cool guitar. I think you're going to dig it.
I played one of these on our last episode of Coffee and Pedals as well. I'm into them.
Yeah?
It's nice.
What do you think? Which one of the batch? Because they have a Jaguar Jazzmaster, Strat, and Tele. What would be the one you get?
I go Jazzmaster personally.
Jazzmaster.
Jazzmaster.
Yeah.
I'm leaning Jaguar, man.
I don't know.
A lot of love for the offsets. That's
I
good.
know.
For sure, yeah. No, I like the pickups on the Strat though. It's just when I think of a Strat sound, that's what comes to mind. It's right between vintage and modern. It does the job for me.
I like that. I'm telling you, like the modern, American Professional 2 has a lot of the modern stuff, modern playability, but something about the classics, it's cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like, I don't know. And it looks the part, man. It's just dope. And they raise that what do you call it? The G string there. They raise that pole piece just so you could hear it nice and loud.
A little bit.
Oh!
Sweet.
really nice.
Pretty cool.
Let's see how this one
All right,
goes.
Jaguar.
There we go. So yeah, I think that's the surf switch, I guess.
Yeah, instant surf tone. Wow.
Very, very cool. But and let's see the neck pickup on this. Ooh. You know what it is? It's because these Jaguar pickups are round really, really hot. Like they're really
Yeah,
hot.
that sounds nothing like what I was expecting.
I know, right? I think that's what this switch is. One thing I like to do with the neck pickup is I think it has a really nice, warm sound. And most people, what they do is they build their guitar tone off of the neck pickup. I actually build my guitar tone off the bridge pickup, and I wire it up like the sound here to make it sound good. But then when you get here to the neck, it makes the neck sound too fat because it's already a fat sounding neck. And that's when you put that thing in there, and it just kind of opens it up. That's really nice sounding, though, eh?
Wow.
I like this guitar. Carlos.
Jay's gonna steal it.
I really, really like this. Is beautiful. Really, really nice guitar.
I have to admit, like I've never spent a lot of time with Jaguars, but I was not expecting the neck pickup to be that like full and warm
yeah.
sounding. That's pretty cool.
I think it's people sleep on the Jags, man.
Oh.
People sleep on the Jags.
and it felt like that's got some heavier strings too.
Yes, yeah, 11s. Definitely feels like 11s.
They did it right.
Very, very cool.
All
I
right.
like it. I'm sold. I like this series. It might actually be of the Americans because the vintage too. Sometimes I find that they're accurate, sometimes to a detriment. In
I would
terms
agree.
of the radius, right?
Fully agree. Yep.
And
Some things have improved in the last 70 odd years, believe it or not.
and then the American 2, like you look at the American 2 Jazz, the Jaguar, or sorry, the Jazzmaster.
Yeah, I don't think they do a Jaguar.
The Jazz. It sounds, it's too modern, where it's kind of sounding almost too stratty. Like the pickups sound a little bit different. The whammy bar is different. This series, it kind of hits the sweet spot where
It does.
if you're like a dinosaur like me, and you like the vintage sounds with maybe a little bit of the modern thing, man, this is probably my series. I think if I had to pick the three, this might be the one. Because I'm not
impressed.
so old that I'm gonna go vintage too. There's a lot of vintage stuff. I'm just old enough where I want a taste of it. Just give me a little drop of cream in my coffee. Very, very good.
There you go. The Fender American Pro Classic, the cream in your coffee.
Oh, and that's our gear of the day.
Wow.
Gear of the day. So
How
we're
about that?
starting off our new thing here.
That's fun. Very cool. Now, we were going to talk about the new Line 6 Helix Stadium XL, because that landed in our store yesterday, which by the time you watch this will be a week ago, and they vanished already. Not surprisingly. Came, went, just like that.
People have been waiting for that one for a long time.
10 years.
What do you think? So you mean the moment they got their new Helix, it's like, oh yeah, when's the next one coming out?
It's going to be
give them
another
at least
10 years. 2035 will be the next Helix.
Well, I will say I'm going to give Line 6 a lot of flowers here because they have stuck by that Helix for a long time.
They've been updating it and supporting it and all that stuff. Which
like
is
how many
pretty rare
different fractals have we seen? Versions of the Axe effects have we seen? How many different versions? They kept improving. And if you listen to like the first like sounds on the Helix compared to like the newest like preamps they have, like the quality is so good. Just in the normal Helix before we even get to the Stadium and stuff. So.
I remember you using a Helix like fully like at least 10 years ago.
I'm really a big fan. I used the
on.
Helix and the GT1000 quite a bit. I use the GT1000 I would say more often because it's lighter. and it's
the new one is definitely heavy. Like we did a little unboxing video. We basically unboxed it and then put it back in the box and shipped it off to a customer. But it's hefty. It's a big thing. I mean, they are putting out the non-XL version of it, just called the Helix Stadium, which is going to be arriving, I think, in January. And it basically has the expression pedal off of it. I don't know if it's anything else smaller, I forget, but it is going to be a bit smaller.
Yeah, well, I think I think from a dimension standpoint, it is smaller than the normal Helix.
Oh, is it?
I think it is. I think they just kind of like closed the gap, just a little bit. A little bit. I thought it'd be the same size, so people that are upgrading to the Stadium can just drop it. But
no, this is how they can sell you a new backpack.
That new backpack. Also, and
there is a new backpack.
And, of course, there's a new backpack. But I think this is they're not stopping Helix. Helix is still a thing. Stadium is just the next level.
Yeah, it's going to keep going, and I think the price point on the legacy Helix is down a lot from what it used to be. So you can get into that era of Helix, a brand new one, for a lot less than the new Stadium version.
It does, like the GUI on that thing is really pretty too.
It is cool. It almost looks like they took a little mini iPad and dropped it in the top there, because it's like it shows you like full color like images of the amp heads and stuff. It's touchscreen, and it's touchscreen, like you can drag stuff around.
Oh, I love that.
And like it's got some crazy stuff where like I've only had a little limited amount of time playing on it, but you can drag your finger around on the picture of the amp and it'll change like what you're dragging your finger to do and stuff. So it's quite intuitive, it seems, because that's the thing with a supercomputer multi-effects modeler like this. A lot of guitar players, I should say, are intimidated by it because it's like using a computer and there's menus you have to dive through, and most guys are like, I just want to turn a knob or whatever. But this takes away a certain amount of that menu diving, because now it's just right there. You touch it with your finger and you slide stuff around. You don't have to like use buttons necessarily to dive down into deeper menus. So
for you personally, do you find that your taste, do you get that a lot of people love diving deep into? There's people that have made entire YouTube careers out of the Helix and how to use it and getting. Are you the kind that likes to get in the weeds with that, or are you the more just turn a couple knobs and there's my sound kind of thing when it comes to the digital modeling world?
I'm a menu guy.
You're like the menus. You like to go deep.
I mean, when I started playing guitar as a teenager in the 90s, I got like digital multi-effects kind of right out of the gate. So I was used to using buttons and using all the presets and going in and like fine-tuning every little thing. And then I went through a whole bunch of, different multi-effects over the years. And then I used rack gears, we mentioned as well too. And then I went to like little pedals, and for me going to knobs was a little strange because I felt it was imprecise compared to using like a menu. Like I want 220 milliseconds. I don't know what this knob is doing, and I want to recall a preset where it's going to be exactly the same as it was before, and I don't want my knob to have moved or whatever. So I'm used to having the menus, and I'm more comfortable with a menu and preset sort of setup, but I know I'm probably more in the minority on that. I think more guitar players like the just knobs and simplicity kind of thing. But I don't know. What about you?
I never even try the presets. Like,
but you can make your own, right?
Yeah, well, that's it. I never tried the preset. Like, you're talking about presets. Like, I go to the presets and I tweak. I think that's the way you're supposed to do it, and that's the smart way, right? And that's like, if that makes the most sense, because then you'll learn different ways of patching stuff, get yourself out of your box. But I know usually when I try the thing in the store, I'll try a couple of the presets, but then that's it. The moment it's on my desk, it's a blank slate every time, and I just work from scratch. So, and I think I need to change that. I think I'll learn a lot more. And at least, so for me, it's about how intuitive it is to build something from scratch. I guess the long way of saying my answer. Like, I like if I can see something and I could very, very quickly get a great sound from nothing, that's the one I'm going to go for. As opposed to one that has, like, say, technically better sounds, but I have to do a lot more deep dive stuff. I would rather it just sound really, really, really intuitive off the bat. And then when I want to get, like, really minutia, like I'm in the studio and I need it to have a very then I can take that dive. But I won't go take that dive unless I absolutely have, like, unless it's necessary, or I'm just hearing something that's bugging me, right? So very different take. But unfortunately, yes, there is no Helix here, unfortunately. But
empty-handed.
We decided to do something very, very different, and that is we have a guitar, and we decided to try something with a guitar, right? So,
well, yes, the next thing in the news. Well, we just tried something with the guitar, but the next thing we're going to talk about in the news, there's a couple new models that Taylor has just put out. Talking about acoustic guitars for once, and they've a little while back they did a signature model for Jason Collier, and so he's gotten really
Jacob Collier.
Sorry, Jacob. And it's a 5-string guitar. So he's got this thing where he's got this 5-string guitar in a symmetrical tuning. So they did a signature model, but it was a fairly expensive one. So it's fairly niche market. But what they've done now is they've trickled it down into 2 much more affordable guitars that's going to have way wider appeal. They've got the GS Mini, which we've got on screen right now with this really nifty artwork, and also an Academy series small body. And the GS Mini is going to be in Canada around $1,000 Canadian, and the Academy is like about 1,400 Canadian. But it's 5 strings, and it's tunes D, A, E, A, D.
Okay. It takes the amount of guts it takes.
It's kind of wild
to just go. We're going to release a 5-string guitar, and we're going to charge $28 for it. And now they have I guess it was popular enough that they're having a cheaper version of it. But just
this makes way more sense to me at this kind of price.
Do you think
point.
This is going to be a big product?
Well, it's kind of niche. Although it's funny when you think about it, like in the grand scheme of, like, if you think about products that change over a period of 100 years, most products are going to change drastically. With guitars, we're like, this has got 1 less string. We're like, whoa, what's going on here? This is crazy talk.
Like, Keith Richards has been playing with 5 strings since like the 60s.
Yeah.
And there's never been a 5-string. He just takes the string off the guitar. He's never got anything custom done. He just goes for it. And he does an alternate tuning too with the 5.
Yeah, I suppose.
So you know what? Jacob Collier, stop ripping off Keith Richards, man. What's going on here?
Have you spent much time playing with altered tunings?
I don't play a lot with altered tunings.
I've never
it's
really
hard.
done.
My brain doesn't. It's fun to goof off. So what we did.
So we kind of made our own version of this because we don't have these yet. They just announced these, so they're going to be coming, in the coming months.
I'm looking forward to playing one.
I thought, let's try this out. Like, what is the deal with this tuning? So I've got a guitar here I'm going to grab that we took a string off, and we moved the other 2 over and put it in this tuning, and we're going to see what happens.
We're going to see if it works. So you played it for about, what, like, maybe I want to say like 30 seconds? And then I did like 2 strums. So this is going to be, we're going to try to keep this as like genuine. How the heck does this tuning work? And we'll see if we can figure out. I remember you did like there's like a trick. Like you have to put your finger somewhere and it turns into a chord. I don't know. It was like a TikTok short that I saw 2 days ago about this. But we're going to figure it out. Oh, look at that. So so the tuning is D, A, what is it?
So it's a D, an A, an E, and then another A, and then another D.
Oh, here. Should I put a microphone on that thing?
We can plug it in.
Oh, plug
You
it
wanna
in.
just- Oops. Switch me over.
Oh, put it right into the. Let me dial it in for you. Go play.
This is the sound of a Taylor into a Supro Airwave. So that's what it sounds like open. It's quite beautiful. It reminds me a bit of like a tenor guitar. Have you ever played a tenor guitar?
No, I played a baritone guitar. That's about as far as I've ever done.
So a tenor guitar, of those who aren't familiar, is actually a 4-string guitar. And I wouldn't be surprised if you got some inspiration from that. It's a 4-string guitar and it's tuned in fifths like a mandolin or a violin or cello and stuff like that. But it's only 4 strings. And they're a bit of a niche thing, but the last few years people have been getting into them, especially acoustic ones. Not so much on the electric front, but there are a few electric ones. But here we are, 5 like that. So I'm going to make a complete fool out of myself and see what I can do here.
Oh, damn.
That sounds pretty nice. It's nifty.
You know what it sounds like? It's the Goo Goo Dolls. There's a Goo Goo Dolls song. What is it? And that one has all. You know what? I think that's the same tuning here. 1 second here. Let me think here. Let's see here.
Instant Google.
This might be a crash and burn here. Yeah, it is. Right? That's the song, right? It's the same tuning, kind of.
Oh, yeah. That is totally it.
That's the tuning, right? Because I know how. Obviously, I know how to play.
Obviously,
you're a big
Goo Goo Dolls
I
fan.
celebrate their entire discography. The Goo Goo Dolls. Well, I remember learning that song, and I obviously want to play it, and I didn't have to change any of the shapes. It's all the same.
I do feel good that you previously learned that song, knew how to play it, and didn't just pull that out of a hat.
Well, because the tuning sounded like. When she did that, I'm like, that sounds
the
like
melody,
the Goo Goo Dolls. Even though the moment passed me by. He always sings like with that. He has like something in his throat. I still can't turn away.
This just make me think of like South Park doing parodies of songs now. Too.
Saw the dreams you never thought you'd lose. Lost and thrown away. It's like, no, you gotta, yeah.
Well, it's gotta come from, gotta come from the heart.
Now we're full-grown orphans and never knew their names. You got a little nerd names. Beautiful. So Jacob, what you doing? Biting off Keith Richards
clearly,
and the Goo Goo Dolls.
But that sounds a lot cooler than I was expecting it to be.
It is nice.
That's neat.
I know that it's going to end up happening. So people are going to buy this thing and they're not going to know what to do with it. So what they'll do is they'll put one finger on one string and just move it up and down while keeping all the strings open. So
I think you.
They'll just do that for like a year.
I think you can do that with these sort of guitars, though. It's cool, like entry point into learning guitar if you're not familiar with it. Stuff like you played one of those like Siegel Merlins where it's like a dulcimer sort of tuning, and basically you can't play a wrong note on it. It's really fun because you could just strum it, play anything. It's diatonic, and everything you play sounds really cool. It gives you a lot of confidence as a beginner, and then you can move on to a real guitar and have your dreams crushed and realize you have to practice a whole lot. But it's a great sort of gateway thing, I think.
Yeah. Do you know who we should give this guitar to?
Who?
Trey Anastasio. Because a couple weeks ago, he was saying that anything written on it's like guitars are done. There's nothing.
The G string he was complaining about.
So
here
you go, buddy.
No
Get one of these. Maybe you'll write a new song. Maybe another inspirational tune. You could put that piano away. Go back to writing good old guitar music. So Jacob, the guts it takes for Taylor to do this. I think it's a risky move. It's a niche artist. Well, and then again, it's like every jazz student's favorite musician.
Oh yeah.
But then again, like how many, there's a lot, how many people in the world that play guitar are jazz students?
I mean, he's doing a
Right.
lot of pop stuff
guess,
too,
yeah.
like crossover production things.
That's
and
true.
a
Yeah.
lot
No,
of-
he's big.
He's pretty
He's huge.
influential in, music that people much younger than you or I are listening to.
I hope they sell 1 million of these. I like
That's
these
cool. And look
gutsy
how cool
moves.
that one looks.
That way it has that nice little fire thing.
I think it's
Well-
neat that they're actually doing graphics on acoustic guitar, because one of my things with acoustic guitars is they all kind of look the same,
kinda
It's
look
like
the same.
electric guitars, you get all these different colors and finishes and they look super cool, and then you get a brown acoustic guitar. It's like, come on, let's have a little fun here. So I love that they're having some fun with this and releasing these at a price point that a lot of people can get into it and have some fun with
I
the
hope it
instrument.
does
So
well.
let us know in the comments. What do you think? Would you buy a 5-string Jacob Collier style guitar, do a little experimental stuff?
Or would you just do
I think
this?
it'd be a lot of fun.
Or would you
Or
just
do that.
Or would you just do this? Your choice.
There we go.
Wow. Awesome.
Fun stuff.
Very
All right.
cool.
Next up, we have a very special guest. We're going to do an interview, and if you stick around to the end of the show, our special guest is going to do some playing too. So here we go. Let's move on into that.
Well, we have a special guest today on our right. Is the stage right over here? We
Stage
have
right, yes.
Carlo Redl, guitar player, singer, all the way from where? Okay, you kind of come from everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, I was reading your bit of your bio, and it's like you've been like around the world, living all kinds of places.
It's a little complicated. I was born and raised in Tokyo, but then there's this huge earthquake tsunami, and so my parents we all moved to Singapore.
That's a good reason to move. Yeah.
Yes, it was a decent, reason to move. And then from there, moved to northern Japan, and then the American-Canadian accent comes from moving to California for a bit. And then I went to college in Miami.
Wow.
And then,
Okay.
studied jazz music business there. And then, I've kind of been a nomad since then.
Wait, sorry. Did you study jazz music and business, or jazz music business?
The
No.
business of jazz.
Business of
music.
jazz music?
There is no business. in
Exactly.
jazz music. So, totally separate things. My major was
okay.
music business, and then jazz was my focus.
Okay,
of
cool.
instrument.
Well, I think didn't Mick Jagger get like an economics degree or something like that?
That sounds like something I would have read. In a
Yeah,
magazine.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
Really?
So that's the key. If you want to be successful in music, don't worry about the music. Get a business degree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his bank account proves that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, well, if you're not familiar with Carlo, he's an incredible guitar player, singer. You have a very, very popular Instagram kind of thing going on. You have a lot of people that follow you. Incredible touch. Incredible. Your guitar style, you have this really expressive. Where was most of that developed? Have you always, where did your music journey start? What kind of music were you listening to early? And then how do you find it evolved into the musician you are today?
Well, thank you. And so my dad's sitting right there in the back. He put a guitar in my hands when I was 4. Put me on to Led Zeppelin when I was like a little kid.
Nice.
Jimmy Page, like one of my biggest influences. And then like Led Zeppelin has all these different phases in like one song. They'll have,
Yeah.
I kind of like the freedom of that. That kind of led me into, again, my dad showing me stuff like Return to Forever, like these fusion kind of
Sweet.
jazzy bands. That's when I got into jazz, R&B, blues, and Buddy Guy, all those guys like Jimi Hendrix really got me into the blues. And then, I'd say from there, when I moved to Tokyo in high school, I wrote for my first big like artist. Wrote his first 2 debut songs. That's when I got into songwriting. And then from there, I've just been doing guitar, performing, putting out my own music, writing for other artists. So kind of just trying to keep a balance of being in the studio and on stage, if that
Cool.
makes sense.
Yeah, well, I hear you're moving to England, right? And that's
Yep.
kind of the thing going on right now. And it's because you seem to have a lot of your writing and a lot of your connections seem to be in London somehow.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Being you're in the States and Tokyo, and you find that a lot of your audience and collaborators are in London. How did that happen?
So I took a study abroad semester for 6 months, and I was just like, I know nobody here in London. So I remember the second night after I got to London, I was like, I'm gonna sneak into this Universal Music Group event. I'm not on the list.
just
Yeah,
just
nice.
found your way in. Yeah.
Well, I was just like, I was invited. Like, you guys must have gotten the list wrong. Hopefully, Universal's not watching this. But yeah, from there, I just like met a bunch of producers, and I was like, listen, I do R&B guitar, but I do other styles too. Like, I'd love to work with you guys, and that's kind of how things started. And yeah, did a lot of Afro beats, EDM.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah.
So you
random
do a lot
stuff.
of production as well, or is it?
I dabble with production. I usually work with producers as a songwriter.
And you do
Yeah.
most of your songwriting on like the guitar.
Oh, like, yeah, that too, but mostly like melodies, vocal lines.
Got you.
So like, baby, 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 except that's the melody line, and I'm usually the guy who writes that melody.
Oh, you're the top line guy.
Top line,
Ah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
I didn't
Yeah.
know that was a thing.
That's a word. That's
Top
that cool
line
word?
guy?
Top line guy. See, top
Really?
line's the top line. It's
So there's a guy for
the
like every
melody.
line?
Yeah,
person?
the top, yeah, like the
That's-
harmony line. Well, no, there's like the music, the beat makers. Or yeah, you explain it.
I mean, no,
Yeah, I mean-
that what you just said.
I'm curious.
that-
I didn't know that was a thing. I just assumed one person would like kind of write everything, but you get like different people, their specialty for like, each little layer of the song.
Like, if you look at a Drake, if you go in the credits on Spotify on a Drake song, any given song will have like, you'll see 10 different songwriters listed.
Wow.
It takes a lot to make that brilliance.
The business of music.
Those Kendrick disses, man. That's a think tank of people, man.
It's employing an army of dissers.
Just to get one line for a Kendrick diss. Wait, sorry.
Oh, man.
Oh no, that's pretty much it. It's just funny. Like the Kendrick Drake beef was the last thing I was expecting to hear on this podcast. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
So you went to school for music, right? What school was that?
Frost School of Music.
School,
Yeah.
and so
That's in Florida?
University of Miami.
So a lot of people, especially like young musicians out there, right? A lot of people when they're kind of getting to the end, of their high school and they're trying to decide what's the next step. There's that one direction where it's like, okay, I'm gonna just start hustling. I'm gonna like hone my craft on stage. So you're gonna kind of get involved in the local scene, build your stuff up. That and other people like, oh, I'm gonna go to college and kind of learn, hone my craft. Build a community, kind of learn some things and take it from there. From your experience, how much of your kind of college education has helped you in your career, or do you think, oh, maybe if I could have done again, I would have just gone straight to the rock and roll?
Yeah, there were a lot of times. That's a great question because there were a lot of times where I was sitting in class and like I'd gotten invited to go to the studio to do something, but I had to attend class, and like it doesn't sound very scholarly of me, but like you can also hone your craft, in my opinion, like outside of school, like taking on these opportunities. But at the same time, I'd say without school, like I wouldn't know jazz at all. And it was definitely important because you also meet really cool people in school too. And yeah, I'd say there are pros and cons to both, but it's if you're someone who can multitask, that means like going out and taking on job opportunities while being in school. I wasn't that type of person, but that's like the best combination, I think.
Bit of everything. It's definitely a good networking spot in universities or
Yeah.
colleges because you're just surrounded by like-minded individuals and probably similar age people and stuff like that. So you can form a lot of musical bonds, I think.
Absolutely, and there will always be a better player than you in school.
If
Absolutely.
there's anything about music school, I guess that's the first lesson you learn.
Yeah, there's always somebody better than
You
you.
think you're such a hot shot.
Yes.
You walk in the first day, you're like, oh man, I suck.
Literally.
Time to practice.
All right, so you have a lot of stuff playing acoustic guitar on your. You have a lot of stuff on electric. Is there one that you gravitate like when you're just trying to write something or you're just trying to jam out? Do you find yourself reaching for the acoustic or the electric more, and why?
Okay, yeah, definitely acoustic.
Acoustic.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there was a time where I was out here, and yeah, there's a period of time where all my electrics were in different countries, just kind of scattered. Like in my home in Japan, and then like with my homies in LA, and I only had my acoustic for a year, which is why most of my videos happen to be on acoustic.
Oh, okay.
Before that, I was only an electric player. I was barely playing acoustic. But then I found the Taylor 215 CE.
They sell that here at Tapestry.
Oh, yeah, we
Oh,
got
good.
those
So
up on the
you
wall.
could say that name. Yep, you're allowed to say that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We don't discriminate, but no, awesome guitars. for
5
sure.
lawsuits on their way. Yeah, and that just changed my life. Like, that's kind of what got me into folk music. Which
And why
is,
that guitar specifically?
Because I tried it in Tokyo for the first time. Because my parents were like, pick out one acoustic guitar you want. I come across that one, I just touch it, start playing it, and I feel like my playing just got so much better that one time I picked it up, and I was like, I really have to start doing this. And yeah, the minute I started any song idea on that guitar, it felt so much more honest and raw. And I think it's something about, to me, like, there's more of a connection with an acoustic guitar. You know, there are literally more components on the way to the amp with an electric guitar. Whether it's effects, a cable, like with the acoustic, it's just right there. It's always ready to be played. So I think that's why my songs started being influenced by acoustic guitars more.
And it seems to have kind of taken over then.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Do you still have any favorite electric guitars?
Yeah, absolutely. I play this. One of my favorite guitars was gifted to me by my teacher in Japan from when I was 4 years old. It's an Aria Pro 2. Do you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know those guitars.
Yeah.
They went out of business, so no one really uses Aria Pros anymore. But
Japanese-made guitar, right?
Japanese-made
Yep.
guitar, exactly. And yeah, it's a semi-hollow body, so much like natural resonance, projection. I also love my Telecaster, but I'd say I always fall to the Strat. Like, the Strat is always just like my landing spot.
Well, you were playing a little bit of Strat stuff earlier. If you wait till the end of the video, we're going to give a nice little big old thing, let this guy just rip. And yeah, I could tell you really found all the little sweet spots. You can really get those sounds. And really quickly, you were able to get a great tone with that Strat. It was fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I mean, with the help of you, you know.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He does, doesn't he?
Good little tone there.
So
out of
we
the
got
Katana.
one more question. We got one more question before we go, and that is, do you have a grail, like that one piece of gear that you're constantly looking at online, and you're like, I'm gonna get that one. That's the one I want.
Are you talking like effects?
Gear effects, guitar.
Could be
amp.
anything,
Is there
yeah.
that one thing that your browser history, like, you know, when you look at Google, says you most recently viewed kind of things, and it's always popping up? Do you have something like that?
You know, yeah. So I'd say, okay, on the pedal side, like what changed my life was, I don't know if you guys know the Electro Harmonics polyphonic pedal.
Oh, the Pog.
The Pog, yes, but it's like a more niche version.
Oh, we're going deep.
I think
The Hog.
The Hog. It might be. I have a photo of it somewhere. I'll send it to you guys later.
It's
but
out of production.
We'll stick it
is
on.
it?
We'll stick on the thing.
yeah, and
It's out of production. Oh, it
it's-
might be the Hog. That's a great pedal.
yeah,
That
I
was
don't
a
know
wacky
if that's the one. But I went from there. That like just expanded my sound on stage. But then I discovered this pedal, and there's a reason I haven't been able to use it. It's the Empress. It's like a modular delay Empress pedal.
Oh, I forget the name. Is it the one that has like all the little squares
Was it
on
like the
it?
Zion?
Yes.
Yeah, that thing. Is,
Zion, I think it's called.
It's like a white pedal.
Something starts with a Z.
yeah, the Zoom. No, zippity doodah.
The zippity
The
doodah.
zippity
That's the
doodah
one.
deluxe.
That's it.
There's the Empress zippity doodah. Zoya.
Zola. Zoya. There we go. See, we were
that it?
we were really
it's
close.
It's a white one. It doesn't look. You
Doesn't
know what?
quite look like
I was
that.
tripping. It's not square buttons. It's all like.
See, we got it all wrong.
We were so proud of ourselves.
We're like, yeah, we know exactly what this is.
So did.
Empress is a Canadian brand too.
Yes.
That's the Hog.
Yes. That's a great one.
I had a roommate in college had one of those. That's
No
the
way.
most rockin' pedal ever. That thing is just nuts so fun.
It turns the signal into like a synthy
Yeah, very
sound
synthy.
too.
It's cool.
Wow. It came in the big container too. Big old.
Yeah,
I like the big pedals.
Big pedal.
Yeah.
Jay likes his
And
big pedals.
Empress is great, a little Canadian company. So
CanCon.
yeah. But anyway,
That's cool.
That being said, thank you so much for coming on. You can check him out on Insta. What's your Insta handle? And are you on TikTok too?
We'll get it
Yeah.
all up on the screen there. We'll get your Instagram. You got a YouTube channel. And,
Yeah.
I'm sure you're on TikTok, right?
Yes, I have to be.
Of the age to be.
Carlo.Redl, Redl. And yeah, no, this has been so fun. I walked in this store yesterday. I was like, this is the best store I've ever been in my life. And then I met you
Oh,
guys.
shucks. Jeez.
And you guys were like, yo, we're shooting this thing. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming on. It's been a lot of fun, for sure.
Yeah.
And I hope you'll have lots of success in London. That's going to be a lot of fun. And
Thank you so much.
look forward to seeing what music comes up next for you.
Awesome. Yeah,
Cool.
this is going to be my home base when I come to Vancouver.
There we go. All right, everybody. Carlo Redl. And stick around to the end of the show, and you'll hear him tear it up on the guitar. It sounded awesome. It's worth the wait, let me tell you. All right, we'll be right back with, I think we're doing Rigs on Trial next.
Rigs on Trial.
Ooh, can't wait. We got a good one. A doozy for today.
Oh, I like that word. So he's gone. We are back, but don't go anywhere because he will be doing some playing at the end of this video. And you trust me, you're gonna want to hear him.
It was
play.
very cool.
He's very good, very talented.
Yeah.
That
So
buttery
young, too.
voice. Oh gosh, watch out, ladies! Holy Christmas!
Yeah, we were saying that voice is silky.
silky smooth. Watch out, Dangeroso.
I think there's big things in his future.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of big things, we got our rig of the day every week. Oh, no, rigs on trials.
Yes, Rigs
We
on
have so
Trial.
many segments on this show.
I know. It's really turning into like the rig of the week, though, because I mean we're just celebrating people's rigs and their pedal boards and having a lot of fun with it. We've got a very cool rig today. In fact, when I first saw the pictures of this, I was like, I don't even know where to start with this.
Okay,
This is a complex setup that he's got jammed in a corner, and this is sent to us on Instagram, and I love this handle, Henny Jimdrix.
From
That's
Vancouver,
fantastic.
Henny Jindrix. He's a big fan of the Henny, actually. A little.
Presumably a
Henny
bit
with the
of a
part-
Jimmy fan
Whoa,
there.
look at
but
this.
Yeah, seriously, look at this.
What is that? Is that a cabinet that it's sitting on? What is that?
There's a lot going on here.
Holy. Okay. I need you to walk me through this here. Custom parts. What is it?
I don't know, where do we even start with this?
Is
I mean,
is that like modular thing part of the rig? Is that like
maybe.
a modular synthesizer
Maybe.
of some sort?
I don't know.
Those are
I've never messed
modules.
with modular synth stuff, so I can't even begin to.
Okay. Let's go into this. What does he say on his write-up? We have custom parts caster, which is the Strat.
Yeah, let's start with the guitars. That's a little easier.
Space-time continuum pickups. Have you ever heard of those pickups?
Were we talking about this
Space-time
earlier? About like just
Pickups?
putting pickups in a guitar and just naming them some crazy name.
Yeah.
There you go. It's been done.
Space-time
Monty
continuum.
Space-time Continuum.
Yes.
Wow. That is
Wow,
cool. I
that's-
want those pickups. I don't even know what they sound like.
What does a space-time continuum sound like? Rosewood neck, Olympic white nitro over candy apple.
So those are some pretty sick parts
Okay,
casters.
going
like,
on that parts caster. Let me see the details of that.
Like you got a sparkly orange telly and then like sort of faded
man.
Sonic blue or Daphne
That's
blue
nice.
kind of Strat.
Man. Do you like the what's neat about the parts casters? You kind of just make your dream guitar. Wasn't that's how Eric Clapton's Blackie was put together?
Really?
It was just
that a parts cast?
yeah. He just got, I believe. Again, I might be spreading lies on the internet.
Because
As a lot of my peers and I do.
somebody's paid way too much money for that guitar.
Yeah, so he bought like a bunch of vintage Strats and got his favorite pieces and put
them
it
together.
together. Oh, yeah, it's not like you got a warm neck and like no. It's like
it would still be worth a ton of money because it was Clapton.
he got
but-
all his favorite vintage pieces and put it together. I like that. Look at that. I love anything sparkle. Sparkle's my new favorite thing on a guitar.
I'm loving the Sparkle too. I'm up to 2 Sparkle guitars, and
You got 2?
It's once you get one, then you're like everything else is boring.
I'm jealous. You got that hollow flake, don't you?
I got a silver one and a turquoise one.
Awesome. Turquoise is a
cool.
good color. Beautiful
Yeah,
color.
very cool.
And then he's going into a Princeton. Is that the 68 Princeton reissue? I believe that is.
Oh no, it's a Vibrochamp.
Oh,
It's even
Vibrochamp,
smaller.
sorry. Oh,
it's the
Vibrochamp.
Vibrochamp. Yeah,
5
even
water.
smaller. 5 water.
Does the Vibrochamp have a reverb on it? The reissue? I know the old ones don't.
The reissue does. Yeah, yeah. The reissue sounds really nice. It's a real
yeah, so
small
that is a
speaker, but
reissue.
it's a fairly bassy little speaker.
It's still an 8.
I'm not sure.
Wow.
8, maybe a 10. It sounds more like a 10. It sounds a lot bigger than it is.
Oh yeah, let's go into here.
But that's cool. I mean, obviously, space is a premium in this little corner here. I like what he's done with the shelf for the pedals.
Is that a flip overdrive? Is that based off the what do you call it, the Chandler overdrive?
It certainly looks like it. Like it's got the vents there
like
for like a tube, and it's got the same sort of knobs on there. Actually, I saw one of those on Marketplace the other day for a pretty reasonable price. I was like, I remember Eric Johnson was using that back in the day, so I was always obsessed. Like, I got to get a Chandler tube overdrive.
I had a teacher,
to sound like Eric Johnson.
I had a teacher in school that had one. Like when I was in high school, and he brought it. I was like, "What is this sorcery? Look at that thing." I didn't even like the way it sounded. I just thought it was cool.
You know, when I tried one too, I actually didn't like the way it sounded, but I wasn't, stacking into a Marshall and
I think it needs to have friends. If you
into like a clean amp, it was a bit.
It plays with friends really
harsh,
well. So we have two.
And then there's the friend right after it, the Tube Screamer.
Oh yeah, is that a Tube Screamer?
Yeah, it's like a 808. That's one of the
hardwire.
It's one of the anniversary ones. It's all sparkly to match the sparkly guitar.
Is it the? I know that they did like the hand wired 808. What is that?
I don't remember if that one was hand wired, but they did a couple different anniversary models there, and they made one blue sparkly and one was red sparkly, and I don't remember which was which anniversary, but they looked pretty cool. It's a 808 with a little more spunk to it.
And we have two Earthquakers. Now
I got the speaker cranker right there.
That's a cool pedal, actually. That's a fun pedal.
I've actually never tried that.
Oh yeah, it has a nice little kind of
little rip to it.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. It's nice. It's a different way of approaching that kind of like nasty sound. It's really good. But what I was gonna say is that one thing I've noticed is a trend in a lot of these rig of the days or rigs on trial is Earthquaker. I find that it seems like almost every board we look at has an Earthquaker pedal. That seems to be like, it doesn't matter if it's like one the one of their Tube Screamer things or a fuzz. We see lots of their like their reverbs and delays, or everyone's using them.
Yeah, they're a big brand now. I mean, when they started out, they were a new kid on the block, little boutique company, but they've grown up a lot.
What do you think is attributed to that? We're to the point where I'm seeing almost every single, and they're not, and we see a lot of the rigs we see on this page are Canadian, because a lot of our viewers
of course
are Canadian, but they're not made in Canada.
No, they're Akron, Ohio.
Yeah, they're an Ohio company. So I wonder what it is. Is it?
I mean, they've really cultivated sort of an aesthetic for their pedals and sort of a style and a following.
And they've stuck really well to it.
And they've stuck to it the whole time. They've always had really cool art on there. I mean, they do comic books in their spare time, and they put those out every year. At least they used to. I don't know if they still do. And I don't know. They certainly initially, I think they were more in the like sort of stoner rock crowd of what they were trying to do. But then over the years, they've just branched out and become much more, more appeal to all kinds of different players. Avalanche Run, I think, was a pivotal pedal for them. Because when that came out, that really broke the mold for them, I think, because they weren't really known for reverbs and delays, and they were known for like their fuzz pedals and some of their crazy sounding things. And then they put out Avalanche Run, and it was just like boom! All of a sudden, everybody had eyes on those guys, and it's a great sounding pedal for sure.
Really, really great, iconic pedal. What's that? What's that white one over there? The Wave.
I don't recognize that one actually.
I don't know that.
I don't know.
He has a cool little echo over there.
And there is a Canadian pedal right in between.
Ye Old Diamond.
Diamond, yeah.
Nova
from
Scotia?
the East Coast.
Is that what it is?
Somewhere out east there. I forget what it was. Nova Scotia?
Something.
Sounds right, yeah. Opposite side
just
of the
whatever
country
sounds
to
good
us.
on the tongue. Like whatever's the truth is whatever just feels good coming off our tongue. Nova Scotia is a nice word to say for a pedal company. Yeah.
It is. It does have a nice ring to it. And then, down on the shelf below, it's not really a pedal board, it's a pedal shelf, which is quite ingenious. You
were talking about rack units. This is like the modern rack unit.
It is a bit of a rack. Put them on a shelf and it's a rack.
Look at that echo pedal.
Yeah, with Echolet, does it say?
That looks rad.
I don't recognize that one. Looks cool. I'm guessing that's maybe like an EP3 style.
Mm-hmm. I would say
Echo or something. Or
I would have to say that. Yeah,
or maybe
like
Echo Rack.
Plexus.
Yeah.
And there's another slap. There's it's kind of like there's a slapback.
Yeah.
So this seems to be the Echo shelf.
Not currently hooked up. Oh, I think that stuff's maybe not hooked up.
Yeah.
And there's another little Earthquaker hiding in the background there.
Yeah. That looks as wavy as that pedal over there. The Wave Perfunctor. What is it? Wave Functions. Oh, maybe it's a modulator of some sort.
It's got some waveforms on there and stuff, so it could be a tremolo,
Tempo
or
devices.
it could be there you go.
And then the real question,
That's a new brand to me.
I know. Is that like, look at that modular kind of rack over there.
Mm-hmm.
I see cables coming out.
I know. And it looks like maybe the pedals get hooked into that too.
Oh, I see some Moog stuff. Really, really cool.
There's always been that debate. Is it Moog or is it Moog?
Moog.
Yeah,
Moog. I've always said Moog.
A lot of people have, and then people
hear
correct me. It's
Moog.
Moog,
Oh,
and I'm like,
Moog.
well, I don't know.
Well,
But
you know what?
cool stuff.
Email right there. That thing is. See
Wow.
That looks intimidating.
It's, every time I look at those, I'm just like, this is like mad science experiment stuff.
Have you seen
What do
that?
you even do with it?
Have you
It's
seen
so
that
complicated.
Insta synth dads song that's been going on the internet?
No.
It's like on TikTok and it's on Instagram. It's like these two synth guys, like these two dads in a music shop playing with synths, and it's like shot from outside, like looking him through the window. And then they did some kind of like AI song about synth dads. Oh, it's good. Well, I can't look at a synthesizer without thinking about that song.
Okay, wow.
That's for later. That's my present for you for today.
I'll look at that one later, and I will think of you, and I'll think of that since.
Oh my
Wow, so that is a very cool rig. Oh, and there's a looper down on the ground there too.
Oh yeah, there's a looper just in case. Oh, and a little expression pedal there. That's a cool rig.
That is a very complicated rig for a very small
going
space.
for a tiny little amp.
Yeah, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
there's another neck in the corner there too.
Oh man, very very cool. And then I guess that little spray ball is there for when your playing is so fire that you just need to cool it
No,
down.
I'll tell you what that's for. That's for when your cat is jumping around on there and you got to get it off. You spray it.
You know, I used to have a. I remember
Let me know if I'm right on that one.
the time I decided to not work at home anymore, and it was I had this beautiful rack, the 500 racks.
Yep.
So I have my preamps and my compressors, my EQs all kind of lined up. So when I'm doing my home, bring my work home and do some editing and stuff like that. One day I went to turn on my rack unit, right, to power up my 500s, and I heard a couple pops and just smoke coming out of it. Going, oh God, all my whole rack just burst into flames, kind of thing, right? Turned it off, and I'm trying to figure out what the heck happened. Well, those little toys like for babies where it's like a thing and there's like a square hole and there's like a round hole, and you put the peg into the right shape so the shapes go in the hole.
Yep.
So what happened is I had my kid. My kid was really young at the time. He had one of those, and I also had a jar of coins. And so he found his way to my desk, saw the coins, and was putting coins in the air vents.
Oh no.
of my unit. So when I turned it on, the electricity just went all over the place and fried it. That was the last
that
time.
Sounds expensive.
I brought my studio home with me. Thanks.
Oh my.
Thanks, Dax. That was great.
Jeez.
Being a father. So maybe it's nice to have that little one. I could have just gone, hey, Dax, get away.
There you get that for your
Get away
kids.
from my preamp.
I use it for my cats.
Well, that is
All right, thank you, Henny Jimdrix, for sending that in. That was a very exciting
our
thing there.
not a single fuzz face. I was thinking Marshall amp, fuzz face, Univibe. Nope.
Nope.
Not
No-
for Henry
No
Jimdrix.
Hendrix pedals in sight. That's great. And if you've got a rig that you'd like to be featured on our Rigs in Trial, each week we're featuring a viewer's rig. So send a picture to us. You can tag us on the Instagram there. You can email us a picture or send us a message, and we'll get you hooked up because we love seeing these rigs. This is a lot of fun. It's very cool.
It's so cool to see everyone. It's nice to see all those Earthquaker pedals
Totally.
every week.
And I think we've got our Tube Screamer of the day there too.
Is that the one we're talking about? Well, we already did the Ibanez Tube Screamer.
It's an anniversary one.
It's an anniversary.
Unless you got a better one up your sleeve?
So my Tube Screamer of the day was actually, so every episode we say a Tube Screamer. The idea is we want to have more episodes than Tube Screamer clones. That's the thing. So yeah, we'll make it that one. I'm gonna add another one because the one I had in my head was an Ibanez Tube Screamer too.
Oh,
but it wasn't just any Ibanez Tube Screamer. It was the Ibanez Tube Screamer amp. Do you remember that?
The amp. Yeah.
They had a
I
head.
really like those amps.
Dude, they were
They
rad.
sound so good.
It was a deluxe. It's
I like
kind
the
of like
little
a deluxe
combo
clone.
with the TV like feed on it.
That's the one right there, and the second from the left. There you go. Yeah, that one. It's like a Fender Deluxe that had a built-in Tube Screamer. So that
And it was super cute.
Why
and they were
else-
Pretty cheap.
it was a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
I don't know.
those were cool.
They must have sold a ton of those because those are rad. Super rad.
Could be.
So you know what? Because we had Ibanez Tube Screamer already, Tube Screamer of the day. Today we're gonna give you 2 more Ibanez Tube Screamers.
Double the Tube Screamer.
And the amplifier. Those are our 2 screamers of the day. And that being said, that's our episode.
That is. Thanks so much for watching. Check us out every week on YouTube there. We're coming out every Thursday. If you prefer just the audio, you can get us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud. We've got an affiliate link below if you're planning on buying from the Tapestry Music website, which I encourage you to do. Use that link there. It's not going to cost you any more, and it'll help out the show, of course. And today, we're going to leave you with some of Carlo's playing.
Take it away, Carlo.
Thanks.
Sky blue gets undone. See the colors in the city light. A trail of ruby red and diamond white gets the Saturday going. She comes and goes, she comes and goes like no one else. She comes and she goes. She's slipping right through my hands. Eon, 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 eon. Who knows how long, she can go before she slips away.
Thank you.
Yeah!